Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you're watching this from. And this is just going to be a small talk on timing. So, basically, what I normally associate timing with is, timing for certain events, certain situations to occur, such as life goals, career, opportunities that may happen in your life, certain opportunities that relate to your life goals, to your career, to your education, to your hobbies, to your passions, and to, maybe if you found it already, your purpose in this life. So basically, all of those things to fall in place and for the times for it to all occur and also happen, so that you might get, that sense of fulfillment or sense of satisfaction that you've been longing for. And yeah, that's basically going to be a talk about that because I do believe that, although it sounds cliche and although it sounds very overused and overrated to hear, is actually a timing for everything. We can't just, as they say, uh, make it happen. You know, you know, you hear that all the time in motivational videos and motivational speeches from people is that, you know, they say that if you have a hobby or a certain thing that you wanna pursue, you gotta go out and make it happen yourself. Nobody's gonna magically put it on your lap and say, here you go. It's the thing you've been longing for like how many years? I don't know. But here you go. Yeah, now it's your time. You get to have it. That's how it is in theory, but in reality, it's not like that actually. It's actually what those influential speakers or those motivational speakers usually say. Go out and get it. Go out and do it if you really want it. But at the same time, it's not to disregard or, say that saying that there's always a time for everything doesn't really mean doesn't really mean anything or isn't really true, because although you do have to, go out and get started on the certain thing that you really want to do in life, or certain things that you want to pursue, or certain dreams that you want to make happen, you have to really go out and do it and get started on it. That is true. However, making it happen and making it like a reality, that your dream that you've been longing for, that this big life achievement that you really want to do, it's not gonna happen instantly. What they mean by go out and make it happen is that go out and get started on it. Because right when you start, it's not gonna, magically lead to success. As people say, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna really be a long and winding, tiring, and exhausting road that you have to take to go through and to actually, experience for you before you will reach that point in your life where you finally achieve everything that you wanted to achieve, and you finally got that sense of fulfillment that yes, I've actually achieved what I wanted to achieve in life. I'm satisfied. It's gonna take a while for that. And what I mean by timing is that, it could hit you at any time. The same thing goes with success. I mean, as I've said before in my talks, like each and every one of us have our own meaning of success. Each and every one of us have our own ways of being successful in life, and at times also mean that each and every one of us have our own timing as to when we will be successful, when we will feel successful, when we will feel fulfilled and satisfied with what we're doing with our life. You know, it for some reason it's so weird, but all of us have a certain time in which we will feel that. It may not be now, it may be, for you, it may be now, it may be, who knows, maybe the very moment that you're watching this from, you're already living out your dream, you're already making it happen, you already got started, and it's starting to pick up speed or pick up the pace, and, you're actually making that dream go somewhere. For some of us, or maybe for some of you guys, you're just getting started on it. You just decided maybe, you know, it's the time for you to, get started on it, and you're just planning it out. For some of us, maybe you're already down that road for such a long time and you still haven't found that feeling of success or fulfillment, or that one breakthrough that you've been longing for, and you're still going at it because you believe in reach that goal, but you don't know when. And it's really those three stages. And unfortunately, some of us, I mean, let's just say not, you know I mean, I do believe and I do know that all of us will reach success, um, as long as we keep going at it, at what we want to achieve in life, at what we want to do in life, and the people, relationships, and all that. That's as long as we keep pursuing it and going for it. Eventually, we're gonna reach it. I mean, and as I've said before, I mean, if it's something that you truly enjoy, you wouldn't mind the wait, you wouldn't mind the countless hours of constantly grinding, sleepless nights of constantly working on it day in and day out. But I do understand, the feeling of frustration, not seeing results even after a long time. I mean, speaking from my experience, I've done so many things. I'm doing like stuff for like years now, and starting seeing like that breakthrough that I've been hoping for, but I keep going at it because, well, number one is I enjoy it, and number two is that I don't know. I just, even though I'm tired of hearing the saying that everything has a time and place for everything. Everything, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm tired of hearing that. But I keep going at it because it's something that I like to do, and I do believe and I do see myself succeeding in that soon, someday, maybe. I don't know. It could be down the line when I'm 50 years old. It could be maybe in the next 5 years, maybe in the next 10 years, or probably when I'm retired or something. I don't know. You know, it could hit me at any time, and I just have to keep going at it because I guess that's the only thing I can do. Uh, at times when you're met with this thing called timing, perfect timing, perfect place for everything, you can't predict it. You can't predict when it's going to happen. You can't predict when you're going to be successful. You can't predict when your business is going to be finally lifted off the floor. You can't predict when your product is going to be a hit. You can't predict when your song, when your painting, when your videos, when your YouTube channel is going to blow up and sell like millions of copies, millions of products, millions of sculptures and art pieces. You can't predict that. No, it's gonna start out slow as usual, and who knows? It might, maybe one day it might pick up the pace. Maybe one day there's slow times. Maybe one day there's just like zero sales or zero, you know, income. But you just gotta keep going at it, I guess. You know, I mean, like I said, it could hit you at any time. The funny thing about timing is that, and the funny thing about all this meant to be stuff, uh, your hobbies, your passion, if you really enjoy it and stuff like that. Because sometimes, well, speaking from my experience, the moment when you're at that breaking point as well of like giving up on it, I think that's when, you have to just power through and keep moving forward. Because at times I feel like in those moments, I don't know. I mean, it never happened to me. Sometimes the least I got was hope again. Putting into perspective my hobby, anyways. Uh, yeah, as all of you know, and probably by now all of you know, because uh, I post every day on it, and I post poems and stuff every day. Sorry, and so you all know that I'm very, very into writing to a nauseating degree and to a very annoying degree, but yeah. And every time when I would, be in this state of doubt, be in the state of, oh, maybe this thing ain't for me, maybe, maybe this thing isn't really going anywhere, maybe I'm just holding on to false hope for this potential future career of mine. even though I know that's not gonna happen anytime soon because I'm doing business instead of actually pursuing it full time. But yeah, um, it is what it is. But yeah, there's sometimes when I have those doubts. I'm like, do I really want to be doing this? Is this really the thing that's meant for me? Is this really so and so God's plan for me? Is this really what I'm meant to do in life? Is this really something that I really love to do? And most of the times, the answer is yes, mainly because it's just coming from me, but from my circumstances, from the situation that surrounds me, it seems like the answer is constantly no because I never really got to legitimately publish it with uh, legitimately publish my writings with a legit publishing company or publisher. So never did that, just online, which has gotten me some sales, and I'm grateful for that. Grateful for the people who are interested as well, to you guys as well, because some of you do message me when I post and do do offer to read my books, which I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you guys for that so much. But at the times see as people say I see zero income from it. Honestly, most of the time I give my books out for free, so that's another thing. And turns out Kindle isn't so isn't so I ain't my books ain't doing so well on Kindle as well. But I get some stuff out of that, like some money, like a little, but yeah. And so yeah, it's like I've been having bouts of that. Seeing those negative numbers, and as I said, doing this thing. Sometimes I'm always in the negative. Then every now and then I used to get this call from this publishing company. It's not to say that the hope isn't the publishing company offering me packages. The hope I've been given by their calls is basically by the conversations that I have with each and every publishing consultant that I've come across for the past 3, 4 years, because our conversations are honestly the thing that keeps me going. It ain't the offers that they offer me. It ain't a publishing company. It ain't the idea of a publishing company wanting to publish my books. It's some of that. I'm not gonna lie. That's some of it, you know. And the packages that they offer are some of the reasons, but most of the reasons is the things that they tell me in the conversations. One of the consultants, I think she told me, can't remember who it was, but she told me that you're not an author because you publish books, something along the lines of this, but you're not an author because you publish books with a legitimate publishing company or you make millions out of it. You're an author because you continue to write. A person who continues to write whatever it is that they do write. Stories, reports, biographies, financial statements, anything. Business related, sci fi, music, anything that goes with writing, they're an author. And I found that really, like I said, the conversations is what kept me going. And the fact that, just people like them, people like you guys are willing to read my stuff means that, you know, uh, it's a sign for me to keep going at it because, well, people still read my stuff. But as I said, don't give up, keep going at it, and eventually, I'm pretty sure that wherever you are right now, which stage you are, whether you're getting started, whether you're at it already for like a lot of years already, whether you're in the middle of it, getting things figured out, planning things, in the middle of the hustle, just starting it out, don't give up, keep going at it. Um, because at the end of the day, you know, it's all up to you, honestly. You know, timing will happen itself, but it's all up to you, to keep going at it, to keep pushing, to keep putting in the effort to this certain thing that you love doing. And eventually, as time goes on and when eventually when your time comes, you'll shine like the stars in the night. You'll be like you'll be filled with a light that's so bright, outshining every single doubt, negative comments, criticisms that you've been dealt with or you've been dealing with these past years, decades, and so on. You know, when that time comes, you're you're gonna shine like a star. That's all I'm gonna say. I know it's cliche, but you know, it's true. Like I said, as long as you think and you believe that you're doing something that you love, at the end of the day, you wouldn't mind about timing. From now and then, you're gonna think about it, but basically, you're just gonna be focused on doing what you love. You don't have to say a damn thing because your actions speak for itself. So yeah. Anyways, so that's all for this talk, guys. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for watching. And hope you have a great day. And hope you took away something from this. You know, even though it's quite long, and as I've said again, I'm sorry because I said this is just gonna be a short video, but oh well, what to do. But anyways, thank you regardless, guys, for your time and attention always and staying tuned. And once again, take care and hope you have a great day. Bye bye.